Why do you always run downstairs? I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
I'm tiny to move, bro. I only do things downstairs.
You just sprint everywhere. Oh, dang. Oh, look. Everybody asked me about this laser.
Did they really?
Yes. In case you guys are wondering, there it is. That's the one. What's up, you guys? We're at the Okuma booth. We got Jonathan here, and he's going to show us this.
I've been
this thing.
Legitimately, we came over to the Okuma booth, and I was like looking at all this stuff. We saw the Psycho Stick, which we're going to talk about later. The Psycho Stick is sweet, but I saw this. This is the halogen, which is kind of like the midpoint underneath the Psycho Stick. Super lightweight. This one is a 7.2 medium in a bait caster. I know that those exist. We know that those exist. But dude,
it is the wheelhouse.
It's so
the wheel cottage.
This is my wheel cottage for sure. So but it's so lightweight, and it's like whippy, like it's gonna cast lightweight stuff, but super. It feels like it's super sensitive. I'm honestly in love, but dude, the pairing is what I want to talk about. Tell me about this reel right now, the Hakai. Dude, this thing is sick. What's magnesium frame?
So magnesium frame, super lightweight. We're looking at 5.9 ounces. Has a ton of cool technology in it. Has flight spool technology, flight shaft technology. This thing, you can put something super light on it. You're gonna cast it a country mile. I mean, you're looking at a really, really awesome reel at a really, really awesome price point. It's gonna be sick.
So this one is like 150-ish?
I think it starts at 169.
169. Dude, look at this line spool indicator.
Yeah.
So you can like set it to say like, oh, I've got like, 5-pound braid or 10, 10 or whatever it is. So you know exactly what you're picking up every single time.
You have 10 rods. You're gonna know exactly what you're picking up. Dude. You're not gonna get confused. It's gonna make it easy for you.
That scale detail.
I know.
That's so dumb.
Love the purple, but dude, the black on black on the reel.
Got the carbon fiber set up.
Golly. Honestly, this is gonna decimate in the river. What I really want to do with this in the river is I want to wet wade with this in the river. This is the
100%.
one rod that I can just
to rule them all.
Super sensitive, cast on my light stuff for catching whatever I need to catch, and then but I can still with 7'2" very easily manage like a big old smallmouth. And at 7'2" works great in a kayak, but it's gonna do really good in the river for like not getting hung up on everything, but give you enough length to manage any fish that you catch. And it looks super BA.
Does this have like the same kind of tip setup as the Psycho Stick? The unbreakable tip?
Let me actually check.
Let's find out. I'm kidding.
Yeah, let's find out.
I wonder what kind of inserts are in these.
It looks a little bit different.
Come in a combo, so it's gonna have the Perry.
Oh, what?
Matching reel.
What? Comes in the shut it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me read real quick here.
So you don't have the halogen reels here though?
We were supposed to, I don't know if we have them.
No, that's what we asked about earlier.
That is what we asked. That's what I asked for.
Yeah, I probably
didn't make it.
Cyclonic flow rotor, so that means when you're reeling, water's gonna shoot out of the port, so you're never gonna get corrosion. It's gonna keep it dry. I mean, tons of cool features, man.
Gosh darn it, that is cool.
Yeah.
2-piecer.
Oops. I'm just kidding.
Jonathan does not want to be in the video, so we're like, we don't care. This is what we're doing.
Too bad. This is what we're doing.
All right, so next up we got the fuel spin, right? And then bait caster. So spinning, bait caster, fuel spin combo. Talk to me about these because they look pretty freaking cool. This color is insane.
Yeah, so it was kind of a cool idea what we thought about. We wanted to kind of replicate like racing cars. That was kind of the whole concept going into it. Yeah, going into it. So as you can see, you kind of have like the the kind of same kind of vibe.
You got the spikes. It has all the. I love the This is like
got that vibe.
It's like the Saros, right? Like you just look at it and you know exactly what you're looking at. So this is like the entry level model between the one we just went through, the Psycho Stick on the other end, and then this guy kind of.
It's a checker flag right there.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here.
Yeah, these are sweet, man. So this is, you're saying entry-level combo kind of deal. What's this gonna retail for?
Oh, it clicks. It clicks.
It's got a clicky. Still got a lot of technology on these things, and it's smooth. I mean, look, I love the knobs. I love like the size of that right there. It's kind of perfect for me. Length of the handle's great. Just comfortable, like little bait caster setup. And then this spinning.
A responsive, durable 24-ton carbon rod blanks. You're only looking at a 1 ball bearing drive system, so kind of in that entry level.
Interesting.
For the spinning, and then 3 ball bearing plus 1 roller bearing drive system for the bait cast.
Yeah.
Still has a cyclonic flow rotor, so you're getting that water out of the ports.
Titanium inserts.
Titanium inserts. I mean, a 6
keeper
foot
up top.
Yep.
So this is a big one for me.
Big
this
fan
is
of this.
Yeah.
this is But the hook keeper is great. But when they put them down here, I understand why they're doing it. I totally get it. Because you don't want it by your hand when you're grabbing it. And I get all that. Here's the problem with that. If you're a kayak angler, these are living in some sort of like rod tube.
Yep.
And guess what happens? If I got a big old bait down there, I'm either breaking something or it doesn't fit in the rod tube.
Because
So
you're
like, that's
putting the bait into the rod tube. So that's like the one big issue. So I always have to like put it up here or something.
Well, up here. Don't let everyone yell at you. You'll go right here, not right here.
Don't let everyone.
Did I put them here so many times and actually pop stuff out?
No, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
If you pop out a titanium insert, you're not going to be happy. Yeah, you're getting titanium inserts, 24-ton blank. You're getting this is a single ball bearing drive, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of your entry level point, but still super smooth. Gonna get the job done. It's locking back, no problem. And then you get the cool paint job. So yeah.
And then the 3 plus 1 on the BaitCast.
3 plus 1 on the BaitCast. We'll insert the price.
I was wrong. We're looking at $45.99 to $84.99.
So the price.
What?
So the
$45.99 to $84.99.
You heard out of that man's mouth. That combo
This
is
combo.
very much.
This one's, I'm assuming this is the 89.
Yeah, very much under $100 for this setup.
What?
And potentially closer to 50 bucks for that rig right there.
Do it?
I'm not mad at it.
Do the thing?
And no one is gonna be confused about what you have in your boat. That is a fact.
That is lit.
Love it.
Oh, man.
Jonathan, thank you so much. You are the man.
you.
Okuma team. Thanks for being the cool people who got us here. And we're gonna probably look at all our other expensive stuff. I know we fished.
All right, you guys, we are at the Fishlab booth, hanging out with our Fishlab friends. We got Mike over here. We got Bill right over here.
He's got to be a good cameraman doing this back and forth.
I'm not camera guy Paul, I'm camera guy Jeff. I'm terrible. Camera guy Jeff is a D at best. So, and then Paul's hanging out between them. So they're gonna show us some of the baits that Fishlab wants to be featuring this year. So let's check it out.
Well, the big one, this came out last year. This is brainchild.
Literally the big one.
The big one is Mike Bennett came out with the Hydro Glide 8-inch bait, 3.5 ounces. Comes with 2-watt VMC hooks with 80-pound split rings. The really cool thing about this, most glide baits on the market the last few years, they have a really high price point. We're looking at $24.99 right now with these baits, so they're going to be really affordable, especially for the younger anglers getting out there that want to get into the big bait game. They're here. Slow sink, drops about a foot every 2 seconds. You pair it up with some Okuma rods and reels, and we're ready to go. So this is a big deal. I know, like I said, last year, Mike, we had it, but with everything going on with COVID and everything, we finally got them in. They should be available at Tackle Warehouse later this year. So make sure you check them out. I think they're going to pre-sale right now. Yes. So we're doing that. But the big thing for 2021 down here in Florida, Mike came up with a little bait. Not really little, but it's cool, so I'm gonna let him talk to you about it.
A little bit. Wait, show me that bone color real quick.
This one comes in bone, which you know we get excited about, and you know we love this tail. This is like one of my favorite parts about this bait. It's
absolutely absurd, you guys.
It's so good.
Look at that.
It also comes in like a rainbow trout. I know I saw that one floating around here. Here it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Dude, so good.
Awesome. All right.
So good.
So this bait, Mike, I was on a video call with all you guys, like one of the first times I got to talk to everybody, did like kind of an influencer intro, Zoom. Yep. This came up, and I remember seeing it and going like, what the heck is that? And now I got a little footage of it underwater.
Do you want to swim this for us?
You swim that around, bud? Yeah. There you go. So that is a juicy looking bait. So let's talk.
You got it. New for this year's the Slamamander. Comes in a 7-inch, a 6-inch, and a 4.5-inch size. So water dogs have been a trophy bass bait for decades along the West Coast, in the South. Due to live bait regulations, you haven't been able to fish a live salamander in California waters for about a decade. But these big bass, they're still in the water systems. They're still keyed in on these. The only lizards we've seen in the industry are pretty much like a Zoom style with the curly tail, curly legs. We wanted something that was much more refined approach. So you can swim it, you can Carolina rig it, you can Texas rig it, you can fish it on a weighted beast hook, you can flip it weightless. There's so many options to fish this bait. Again, heavy cover swim bait.
Look at this. This is what you're gonna notice this like almost immediately. This is what differentiates this bait. You don't see like mixed mediums in baits a lot, especially soft plastic. And when you see something like this on the that is just
awesome. So for
awesome.
those slow presentations, I mean, the gills will tuck back on the bait while you're retrieving it. The second you stop it, even underwater, they pop and flare out, just like a live salamander.
That's so cool.
Look at that aggressive tail too.
That tail
I mean,
is
obviously,
yeah, the tail thumps hard.
This is what's it's gonna thump, which is gonna draw that fish in. And dude, are you kidding me?
And a
The
quick
color?
modification we've done is you can lop the tail off also.
Oh yeah.
That's a really interesting thing too, is it's a cross medium. So there's so many anglers out there for swim bait fishing.
Yep.
So what they did is basically built a hybrid of a swim bait with a creature bait and rigging it. And I don't know if Mike mentioned this, but rigging it here, I'm going to let you hold the
Give me all the
hydroglide.
trebles.
Yeah. Oh wait, he got hooked. The cool thing is depending
bummer.
if you're flipping and pitching this is one thing, but you could actually, the way he built this, you could fish it upside down and really drag it across the bottom.
Oh,
and what's going to
man.
do is going to keep that tail up, and you got a reversible bait that works on the bottom, still cooking, or you could do regular throwing it out, pitching it. So you got a reversible swim bait, you know, slamamander that can be fished here in Florida to California, anywhere in between. You know,
Will get fished in Michigan. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Big, small.
Probably this
but
size,
you know it's
but
gonna be the black and blue.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you tell me?
Maybe this size.
Can you tell me about
Well,
it?
you
bet. That's our bio walleye. We designed that for pike and muskie. We're actually working on it's either going to be 10 to 12 inches, but it's our 8-inch right now. So we're going to go on a big one.
Still get the good tail.
It's just
The
a little
tail's
baby,
bite.
this
It's not
8-incher.
tear proof, but it's not just soft PVC.
Yeah.
So it'll really hold up to toothy predators.
Dude, but look at some of these colors though.
Yeah, this is the favorite fire tiger pattern I've ever seen.
I'll tell you right now, the Great Lakes, if Jeff and I get our hands on these, the Canadian border is opening up soon, which means we'll be able to get to toss the giants at some Canadian muskies.
Hey, we ordered some. We're just waiting on them because stock is happening.
I'm ready to, you know what I'm ready for? I'm ready to go where like everyone casts from shore, and I'm ready to throw this like a good 10 to 20 feet further than they're able to on the other side of the bank. That's what I'm.
And win. All right, let's talk about these frogs real quick.
You bet. So the rattle toad originally came out 2 years ago. Giant oversized rattle chamber in the head. Still has all the clearance in the back for the hook. With the head mounted chamber, instead of the toad actually just pivoting when you walk it, it actually does get a little bit more slide to it. So when you're walking the frog, it's definitely a more exaggerated walk. It's also, walking frogs can be difficult. You gotta walk that slack in the line. For a kind of a beginning frog walking person, this weight chamber actually helps the pivot. So even if you're coming tight on the frog, you're still gonna get those directional changes. So it definitely helps you learn how to walk that frog.
Nice.
And then this year we also came out with the popping option. So still that big rattle chamber in the head, and now that classic popping action for an open water frog. They come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and then the Magnum toad size large one here. As you can see, there's pretty good gap between.
Oh yeah. Where's our little baby? There it is.
There it is.
That's the one.
And there's the baby.
There's the baby.
No,
Which
now-
just got delivered to my house, so I have these to fish
love
now.
those. We love, you know, we love the black and yellow. That one shows up all the time on our channel. This is like the absolute go-to. And black on top can be a killer, but
Got the rattle.
kidding me, it's got the rattle.
rattle, dude. Oh, this thing?
the BioGill. So basically, this started off the company, right, Mike?
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
they came out with a couple styles. They came out with a 2-piece glide. They came out with a 3-piece version, a wake bait, slow sink for the glides, wake baits on the surface. Got different sizes from 5-inch down to 3 inches, even on the soft bluegills that are pre-rigged.
The
with
crappie.
jig head.
Get out. It's soft pre-rig. Get out.
Pre-rigged. Or if you have your own type of hooks and you want to fish it. I mean, some of this in California, what we did back in the day, drop shot it. People are forgetting that. People are forgetting that this is an incredible bait. Springtime, you could do a heavy drop shot, 1 ounce, you know.
Is that a bubble
Ventana.
rig? The bubble rig? Is that what we
Bubba
call it?
rig.
Yeah.
You put a nice drop shot hook on it, you throw it out there, nose hook it, and you could actually swim this through the beds and
Dude,
stuff.
I want to do that
Nice.
right now.
So this is year-round cool stuff. So
I want to leave it
Yeah.
in my
See,
pocket.
see, that's what you get with us. Is there nobody's even thinking about doing soft plastic drop shotting,
Yeah.
and it's a phenomenal rig because now you can position this. If the fish are suspended in the shallow water and they're 2 foot off the bottom, you just do a leader that long and then just slide it across them right in their face. So
Genius.
we're coming up with a lot of cool ideas. Mike Bennett was, like I said, brainchild with a lot of these baits. I just came on board, so we're going to be working together, and hopefully Mike doesn't keep me in the dust. But man, we've both done a lot of stuff in the industry, and what you're going to see is two fishermen that are hardcore, and we catch all kinds of fish. Big trout, big stripers, largemouth, ocean fish, and the whole concept of the science of the strike is what this is all about. And as you guys are seeing, everything has been thought about and proven catching wise for years. So Mike and I have probably 30, 40 years between us catching big fish, and you're going to see that now in the Fishlab product.
Dude, there's like 2 other tables of stuff. I'm not gonna make you go through everything, but there are 2 other tables of stuff. So
What's that?
So you're going to go fish tackle, fishlabtackle.com, and you can go through it, and you got to remember, there it is.
What, that place?
Fishlabtackle.com.
Could be. They're also associated with this place.
And the great thing is there's crossovers. What you see here on this table, I guarantee you, Mike and I can take out to the inshore saltwater fish in California. You guys could go down here in Florida. You could hook tarpon on one of these.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Snook, redfish. And then you could take a lot of the saltwater baits and cross it over to freshwater.
I was already looking at those big old paddle tails, the pre-rig ones, the heavy heads.
Big stripe, 20, 30 pound stripe.
16 ounces.
Yeah, that
gotta-
big one's the pounder, but we do an 8 ounce and then a 5.5 ounce. The 5.5 ounce has been very popular in like the Cape Cod Canal for guys jigging the striped bass.
Yeah.
Go, I can, but
These are
unbelievable.
ridiculous.
Let's start with
Mike, no?
thank you.
Thank you guys so much,
No
man.
problem, thank
Missing the
you.
handshake on film.
No, we seriously appreciate
Wait, did you just do the dab?
That's all he does, this freaking nerd.
No, we really do appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for walking us through the new baits.
got it.
And you know, we've already done the rods, we've already done the reels. We're gonna do these other 2 tables.
Next year, wait and see.
Got some stuff coming.
We got some serious stuff coming.
Cooking.
Oh no. All right, guys, thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank
You guys are awesome.